This might be the first time I'm on time. Anybody taking bets out there? Because it's 10 on the dot. Oh boy. And my phone actually notified me when I went live this time. We're just firing at all cylinders here tonight. Anyway, some of you have been waiting, obviously. Cowboy Jeff, what's up? Glad you're on here. Blue Liberty, I'm on time. Adam, what's up? Colton, glad you're on here. I'm excited to finally try these Doritos. I almost tried them the other day, and then I was like, oh wait, I told you I would try them on here. So I've been waiting. It was also Chick-fil-A night, so I brought some of my Chick-fil-A ketchups with me because I don't plan to eat all of these probably, just because it's kind of late. And Lord knows I don't need any extra help having crazy dreams, because the dreams have been weird lately. We've been anybody watch Lost on here? We're just gonna dive right into the rambling while we wait for some more folks to get on so we can try these Doritos. Anyway, yeah, anybody watch Lost? It was like an early 2000s show and went until like 2009, 2010, something like that. Swamp Dog, what's up? Jathan, glad you're on here. Lost is a TV show. But like I said, from the early 2000s, so like 2004 to 2000, I think 10. Lost our dog 3 weeks ago. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I think you should go watch Lost then. We've been watching it. It's on Amazon Prime. We've been watching it on free. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I remember it coming on when I was a kid. Because I would have been in like 2004. I would have been in like sixth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. Anyway, so my husband absolutely obsessed with the show. We started watching it together. I don't remember any of it, so we've been watching that. But the dreams that I've been having, because we'll watch it like right before bed, have been insane. It's also just a really good, like, it's a good show. We talk about TV on here sometimes, so ramble about that. But yeah, that's been on my mind a lot. It's there's no other show like it, quite like it. So if you need a TV recommendation or something just to have on in the background. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're so the whole idea is that there was a plane crash and there were some survivors, and then from there it just goes into a million different directions on what could possibly happen. So it's kind of fun to like try to figure out what's going to happen, because you're almost always wrong, or you're like very, very right, but you don't want to be right. But yeah. Yeah, Dixie's out and about tonight, not in a box. Hey, do not go back there. Sometimes she'll try to go behind the TV because she likes to chew on cords. She knows better. I have the TV pushed all the way back when she's out. But she does like her little desk. Okay, well, should we delay any longer? Or should we try these Doritos? Because I am ready to do this. Or we can start with talking about what everybody did this week. We can go that route. Or what, if there's any fathers on here, what y'all are doing for Father's Day. Or if you know, if it's a surprise. I found out that so Father's Day and my parents' anniversary are lining up this year. So my mom is stealing my dad for the weekend, and they are going on a little trip together. So I'm glad they're going to do this, because I didn't think they would get to. And yeah, they're really excited. They're going to one of their favorite places, and they're going to eat lots of German food, and probably have tons of funny stories to tell us when they get back. And then we'll do a postponed Father's Day the next week. A friend pranked me by telling me we were going to the movies. I always told him I hate horror movies, and he brought me to see Conjuring 2. Oh no. Oh no. I'm kind of over the horror movies that they try to come out with now. I like a good monster. Like, don't get me wrong, horror movies used to be my thing. I like a good monster. I like a good story, but I feel like the originality of horror movies is kind of gone, and then it just goes straight to like possession and demons, and there's no real monster. And I think we have enough of humans being monsters in real life to worry about to not want to go to the movies to pay money to see another person being a monster. I'd rather see like an actual monster or a werewolf or a vampire or something like that. Just my opinion. I have watched most horror movies. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of over those kinds of movies. Although Conjuring, I'm trying to remember. I'm I might be getting some of them mixed up. Anyway, I haven't been to any of the more recent horror movies. Did I see your IG post? No, I don't think I did. Oh shoot, I was supposed to post before I jumped on here, and I definitely did not. I got up here, I grabbed the rabbit, got set up, and was not late. I could have been late if I had decided to do that. Signed up for SDI 2 weeks ago. I am going for an associate's degree. Hey, that's awesome. How who did you well, I mean, I'm sure you're just familiar with SDI anyway, but that's awesome. Congratulations. I'm very familiar with their programs. Um Anyway, so quickly, anybody else do anything awesome this past weekend? Hey, oh, Swamp Dog, I think I knew that you were alumni. I am not doing a degree through SDI at the moment. Um, I have talked to my dad about us both doing one though, but we'll see if that ends up being something that we do. How goes it? Went to the range, did some filming, and ran into another tuber. Hey, that's cool. I actually ran into Monday we have gun club meetings. I'm on the board at our local gun club, and we have meetings twice monthly. So we had one this week, and I actually uh, somebody at the meeting that was looking to become a member um, knew who I was. So I thought that was kind of cool because you never know, like if people local will know. You never know. Like there could be only people from like other countries that are paying attention to this. I know that's not the case because I know some of y'all are from around here. We at least got Utah and usually Ohio and a few other places representing pretty much every Tuesday. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. Got 3 kids trained to build septic tanks. Oh my goodness. That is a very productive week. 80 yards of concrete. Started building a 12-foot, 10-inch thick manhole. Goodness gracious. Sounds like a busy week. It was a lot busier than my week has been, although I have been trying to play major catch up on everything that I've been behind on, which we're almost there, and hopefully I'll be ready to make a long trek to Iowa here coming soon. GunCon, I can't believe it's next week. Jathan, your dad got you the Keltec KS7 for your birthday? Heck yes, that's awesome. You're gonna have to do something super special for him. So there's a couple of routes we can take. Usually we'll just jump over. Well, hold on. Okay, so I've done the drive twice. Once going to Brownells and once going just all the way up to Montana. Um, and the first time we ended up going through like the very tip of Illinois where it's like 10-minute drive. The bridges that you cross to get into Illinois were longer than the actual land, and it was really late at night, so I'm not exactly sure how that went at all. But we will probably go the route where we cut over through Tennessee and probably stop by Reelfoot Lake and eat catfish there, and then continue on up and completely miss it. So I don't know. I will keep y'all posted. Yeah, Dixie, that's kind of her spot. She's probably mad at me because I didn't put any grass out there for her tonight because she has already had quite a bit this week. SpaceX fan, what's up? Glad you're on here. Charlie, glad you're here. I feel like you've missed the last couple of lives, and yes, I noticed. Are you going to IB 8888? Yes, that is one. I need to respond an RSVP, but that is one of the shoots that I never miss since we started going. I think I started going the 3rd year they did it, maybe. And I haven't missed a shoot since. Rain, shine, matter, we always go to that one. My dad absolutely loves it too. Gonna try to make it this year. I hope you do. It's always a really good event. It's a very good event. We're kind of in that time of the year where there's plenty of events going on, like monthly matches and that kind of stuff. But as far as big shoots where I see all my friends and stuff, GunCon will be the last one I know about until probably fall, September-ish time period. Which I don't hate because we are getting into the dog days of summer. It's getting pretty hot outside. Plus, I've been really enjoying my time at home this year. Very polar opposite of last year's time. Bunny likes weed. She likes alfalfa and Timothy hay. What other shoots are an absolute must? Oh man. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. So you go to a lot of shoots, right? You get invited to a lot, and as much as I love industry only events, I prefer to go to something or promote something that is open to the public, just because there's only so many times you can go to the same shoot with the same companies and the same people and take the same video, if that makes sense. And like I said, I love going and I love shooting and I enjoy every minute there. But I would prefer to go to something that's open to the public and giving an experience to people that don't get to do it all the time. That being said, I didn't know about Shootah until this year. So I just did that one at the end of May. And I had an absolute blast out there. And I rambled on this quite a bit last week. They're just doing a really good job at that, and you could tell by the faces and the smiles of parents and kids, everybody. They just looked like they were having a great time. I actually didn't even get to shoot half of anything, mostly because I didn't want to stand in line because there was snacks and shade and other things to do, like rock walls and stuff that I don't always get to do. Um, but yeah, everybody just looked like they were having such a great time, and it felt good to see that. Or I got to watch some people shoot certain guns for the first time and their reactions, and that makes me just as happy as shooting myself getting to shoot. I gotta be careful about wording there because that kind of sounded funny. Anyway, so that was a really good one. I really do want to go to that again next year. Colton, I know you were there. I got to think on a few others. So CanCon, I went to that one for the first year last year. I am curious to see how it goes again this year. That's a suppressed only shoot. They did a CanCon in Arizona earlier this year in April. I didn't go to that one, but I am planning on going to the one in Savannah in November. It's open to the public, and when I start seeing more information about tickets and stuff, I'll post that too. There are also several other machine gun shoots, smaller scale, but happening in more places. There's one in Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's already passed. One in West Virginia that I plan to go to next time. I am planning on going to Big Sandy. They just had a shoot this past weekend in Casper, Wyoming that I was really hoping to get to go to this year, but we've had a lot of stuff going on around here, and just wasn't in the budget for this year. Contrary to popular belief, at least on Instagram, we're not made of money. We do have to budget things out, and yeah, the travel to go to Casper, Wyoming just wasn't in it this year. So I am hoping to go to that one next June, though. But also, man, next year is already filling up so quickly. Um, Next year, I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like last year as far as travel and craziness, but who knows? Other shoots though. Hmm. Um, Associated with, well, I don't know if it will be or not next year. There was a questionnaire at the end of this year, but the last couple of years, there's been a primary arms range day attached to the NRA annual meeting. So if they continue to do that and you do go to that meeting or you're in town, I would definitely encourage you to also go to primary arms event because that was a really, really good one as well. And as far as rambling about that, I think that's about it for the moment. Um, I have never been to Clash Bash, and I would like to go to that one this year too, if I can swing it. And other than that, I think the Gathering. I can't believe I almost forgot the gathering. Okay, so the gathering I went to in 2021. I think that was the first year they did it, and there was a tornado, so it got cut short. And then the last 2 years they did it in a different spot. So um, I haven't been to that since then, but I would like to go next year. I was supposed to go this year, but I ended up getting sick. I feel like I just keep getting like a bug this year. I'm kind of sick of it. Sick of being sick. But yeah, so the gathering, that one's also open to the public. Palmetto State Armory does that one. And that's a southeast one. If any of y'all are like in particular areas and you want to know about shoots, I am down to try to send you to something, or at least help you figure it out. Anyway, Adam, I'm sorry to hear that. Machine Guns Montana did one at one point, but not sure they still do. I haven't heard of Machine Guns Montana, but I have. Oh goodness, I'm kicking wires. But I found out about so many other shoots. I need to find out which ones are public, which ones are private, those sorts of things. But it's something that I'd like to promote more, and I am working on a website. And once I get that done, I will probably have like some sort of interactive calendar so you can see. It'll be all in one place, at least the things that I recommend or enjoy, or if there's anything specific that y'all want to know about, I'm trying to include as much of that as I can. So I'll have those on there so people actually know about them. Because Dixie, are you testing me? She likes to push things. Sorry, interrupting myself. She likes to push things, and she specifically likes to push that sign, and she'll push it off the back. I just finished painting this room not too long ago, if we remember, and I'm not looking for pulling that dresser out. I'm going to be rearranging this room again here soon. So this desk's going to be over in that corner, and that thing's going to be over here until I get it out of here because it's not staying. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, Tampa, Florida for shoots. Okay, yeah, I actually know of several either in Tampa or we actually go to. It's a little bit of a drive for you. Brooke's on here. Sorry, I just got excited. I saw her name pop up. If y'all don't follow her, you absolutely should. She's one of my favorite people. Back to Florida though. So we go down to Port Malabar Rifle and Pistol Club. It's over near Melbourne. We go there as much as we can. I did a Battle Buddies event there, and I think they're still doing events with Battle Buddies, which is pretty cool. But we also go for as much as we can. Again, we don't get to drive down there all the time, but go down there for their, why am I drawing a blank tonight? Subgun matches. They, at least up until the last one we did, they do subgun matches. So we try to get down there as much as possible. I did find out that a couple of the guys that we used to see there every time we went down are no longer here, which is always just like heartbreaking to find out about, because you just expect people to always be there, you know? And I knew that one of them was sick, and I did find out recently that he'd passed. So never a good thing to find out about. But he was always so kind when we went down there. Brooke, I can't wait to see you at GunCon either. I'm so excited to be up there. So many good events on the other side of the country from me. Yeah, so true. But I feel like there are so many events on the other side of the country from me happening all the time, especially like Arizona. I can't say specifically about Utah, except now that Shootah happens out there, now that I know about Shootah. But I mean, Texas, Arizona, there's always quite a few things happening out there. Swamp Dog, thanks for jumping on here. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And tell her I said hello too, please. Not looking forward to rearranging my basement to do this gunsmithing class. I am sure that once you start the class, though, you'll enjoy it. Brooke, I'll have to text you because I need to catch up with you on a few things before I get there. All right, I feel like it's officially time we should try these Doritos because they're sitting here staring at me. But I thought we would, well, yeah, I'm going to start with the originals, right? Hopefully this isn't too loud. And Philip, yes, she absolutely does have the best smile. She's got the best smile, and she's like got the cutest style too. And she does all sorts of really good videos on concealed carrying. Also, she's just amazing, and I've known her. I can't believe how long I've known you now, but it feels like it when I say how long I've known you, it feels like too short. I feel like I've known you longer. But anyway, I also wish we could go on another Brown Isles trip because that was so much fun. Taking another Western road trip this year. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're gonna do because so we do have Monty now, and it makes traveling doesn't make it more difficult, but we do kind of want him to come with us as much as possible. So I don't know if we're gonna do a whole trip out west or if we're gonna do a bunch of like smaller trips around here. I'm not sure yet. We are gonna be doing a couple more trips to Memphis, which is so much fun because he's so sweet with my grandparents. We'll be there probably next month. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know about a big trip though. We're talking about it. But yeah, snack time. All right, so I got my original Doritos. Got my little ketchup dipper. So this is the best way, I'm gonna say, before you even try the other one. If you haven't tried it, ketchup and Doritos, one of my favorite snacks. I don't eat it very often anymore, or at least I try not. I try to not even keep Doritos in the house because I will eat them, but I also like to stick them in my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So yeah, that's what these have been turned into, peanut butter and jelly sandwich Doritos. And it has been a while since I've had Doritos and ketchup, but seriously, it's the best thing ever. What I don't think is going to happen, so I have these, they're ketchup flavored, right? But I think half the appeal of dipping ketchup, Doritos in ketchup, is that you're actually dipping it in the sauce. So that's, like it's got sauce on it. It's not just a flavor. Trying to see if he was in here. I did tell him he could help me taste test. Monty! Come here! I don't know if he'll hear me, but we'll find out. He's probably napping already or getting ready for bed. Because he usually between like 9 and about this time he starts going to bed. All right, we're doing this. The problem with starting to eat nacho cheese Doritos and ketchup is that you don't want to stop eating them. So yeah, anyway, that's a problem. Okay, so these are a funky color. Okay, I don't know about this. See how flaky they are? How dark they are? I'm skeptical. Normal Dorito, ketchup flavored Dorito. Smells kind of funny. I can't do it. Nope. I don't know. Maybe this is like a fancy ketchup flavored Dorito. As far as like, it's almost like tangy and then like sweet and then kind of hot. And I don't know about y'all. I'm not a hot sauce person. I don't do hot foods. I don't do ghost pepper flavors, whatever you're talking about there, Adam. Not for me. We're gonna have to get some Dr. Pepper for that. I'm glad I wore a hat tonight because I feel like I'm making ugly faces. All right, I'm trying the other chip, but then I think that might be the only one I'm gonna do. Colton, I'm really glad you got me these, so the curiosity was gone, but I think that I am probably going to be sticking with my original Doritos and ketchup because nothing can beat the original. There's only one original. It's not this. Nope. Oh no. The taste that you get, like, it's not really an aftertaste, but I guess it's an aftertaste. That's kind of ketchupy, but no, that's kind of freaking my flavor buds and my taste buds out. So let's just fix this really fast. Much better. I'm gonna call these, no offense, but I'm gonna call these a bust. If you ever wanted to try Doritos and ketchup, 10 for 10, would recommend. It does say tangy ketchup, so I guess that's more of like fancy ketchup. Regular ketchup is the thing. Is the way to go. It is spicy. It's kind of spicy. Colton, did you actually try these? Or have you tried ketchup and Doritos like separately? Did you try? I'm trying to get the idea here. I do kind of want to see other people try them now, though. I might make Chad try it, and I might make my parents try it. Yeah, I got like a spot on the right side of my tongue over here that's kind of burning a little bit. But I'm a wimp when it comes to like hot sauces and stuff. Ketchup is my hot sauce. And when I worked at Hooters back in the day, if I got wings that were too spicy, I would dip them in ketchup to counteract it. So I did not know you weren't a hot, tangy, spicy type. I've tried them and I love them. Okay, well, I'm glad you love them. I can see if you do like a little like tang. I can taste the sugar for sure. Anyway, I can see it. I can't remember what I was gonna say. We're okay. We're gonna survive. We'll be all right. I can't do Cool Ranch. The only kind of Doritos I do, nacho cheese. Nacho cheese Doritos and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, nacho cheese Doritos and ketchup, nacho cheese Doritos by themselves. Yeah, there's a bunch of ways to eat them. One of the Mexican guys here I work with likes those. I've never tried them. Which one, nacho Cool Ranch or tangy ketchup? Anyway, I am kind of glad to see that somebody at Dorito headquarters has acknowledged that Doritos and ketchup have a place together. The other thing I would like to see, and the other thing that's kind of my other quirk as far as eating, I like to take like regular potato chips or wavy ones, doesn't matter, and I do ketchup and sour cream and onion dip. And you mix it together and it makes like an orange looking sauce. So good. So good. Always has to be ketchup. Oh, Philip, you tried the ketchup ones too? Oh, wait. Never tried them. I gotta reading is hard sometimes. Yeah, Carolina Reaper, not trying that. If somebody volunteered me for one of those spice eating shows, it would be a hard pass. I would just answer whatever question or lose whatever it is. I probably should have done that at the end of this because now the rest of everything is, in as far as what I was going to talk about, is like out of my mind. Yep. Charlie, Thursday is Hooters Day? Lunchtime? My mom loves Doritos dipped in cottage cheese. Interesting. I'm not a big cottage cheese person, but I feel like I've been hearing more people talk about it lately, which has got me thinking. I've seen a bunch of recipes. I'm about to try all these different recipes of things that I keep seeing online because why not? I work from home and sometimes when you make food at home every single day, food gets boring as far as flavor goes, and then you don't know if you're really hungry if your mouth is bored. Yeah, so I need to start trying some new things. I still have a whole freezer. I'm almost out of ground ear, which is crazy. We've been eating so much of that lately. And it does help that my husband's actually home now and he's not on the road all the time. But I can't believe how fast we've gone through deer meat this year. I do have a bunch of steaks left over though, like a ton. I have a ton of other cuts of meat other than ground deer that I need to start doing some recipes on. I don't know if y'all are interested in anything like that. If y'all want to do food recipes, I mean, we've shared some here. We had venison tacos one time, but either that or I might put it on TikTok. I still use TikTok. Or I guess I could put it on Instagram too. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Food rambles. Yeah, apparently that's what we're doing tonight. We're talking about food. Oh, we could talk about this too. I did questions on my Instagram earlier. Well, technically yesterday, and then I didn't answer any of them until today. And somebody was asking about the last caliber I shot. Excuse me. I have a bunch of rounds, empty cases laying here. Let's do a YouTube live family recipe book. I think that'd be cool. I have to figure out where to put it or post it. I'm sorry. There's like emojis that keep popping up, so I'm having trouble reading the entire sentence of some of these comments. Cool Ranch is not my favorite either. I used to like spicy, but too old now, so not as enjoyable. Well, then maybe it's time just to try regular old nacho with a little bit of ketchup. A little bit of ketchup. Anyway, I love Popcorners popcorn chips. I have never tried those, but I love popcorn. Popcorn is like one of my major food groups. If you've seen Elf, I think his was like sugar and syrup was two of his major food groups. Popcorn is one of mine, for sure, 100%. Speaking of deer, did you make the venison taco salad yet? I did actually, and it was very tasty. Max. Yeah, that was a good idea he had, isn't it? Been on a ramen diet since economy is crap. Okay, so I have never had ramen noodle, and I know that's kind of like weird to say because I think that was like the main thing people ate in college and even as teenagers and stuff around me. But I just don't like noodles like that except macaroni and cheese. So when I was in college, it was macaroni and cheese diet all the time because I could get a box of it for, at that point, it was like 30 something cents. And then I remember every single time it's gone up. And in the last like 4 years, it's gone up almost 40 cents. So now on a regular basis, it's like $1. And then when it goes, or 99 cents. And then when it's on sale, actually 98 cents. And when it goes on sale, it's 78 cents. So anyway, I keep the particular kind of macaroni and cheese I get. Anyway, that's been my thing forever. But we were watching, don't make fun of me, okay? We were watching Dragon Ball Super because I hadn't seen it all. So we were kind of like running through that, binge watching that. They were referencing like ramen noodles on that several times. And come to find out, neither myself nor my husband had ever had ramen noodles. So we bought some to eat while we watched. And it turned out he ate it. And then I just like drank the soup part of it after he ate all the noodles out of it because I don't like noodles like that. And he doesn't like broth. So it works out to where he gets the noodles, I get the broth, and it's a very tasty meal. And it actually filled me up, but I know there's a ton of salt in it. But even that, like, I think it's 67 cents for a thing of ramen noodles. I know you can get like the big boxes, but we're not quite there yet. But yeah, anyway. Box of 2 dozen for $3. Okay, so I guess if you buy the big boxes, they're a lot cheaper. But yeah. I can see why people like it. I'm just not really a noodle person. We got the beef kind, and then I got chicken to try too, but I haven't tried that one yet. Never. Same for you, Cowboy Jeff. Never had ramen, all mac and cheese. Well, I will say it did have a very good flavor. Real ramen from a Japanese restaurant changed your life. Maybe we'll go try that. Some cooking videos are cool. There is a ranch down the road that sells farm fresh bison. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm got the hiccups now. Excuse me. And elk all the time. You get venison and elk, and they have bison. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of places that are local here where if I have to buy beef, they don't sell anything neat like elk or bison. I don't think. I haven't checked actually. Um, I usually get my own venison too, but there's a couple of places around here that I'll do beef from. One of them, Bear Creek Cattle Company, they're north of me. I know because I follow his Instagram and watch all of his cows. They take such good care of their cows, and it makes me feel good knowing that the cows lived a good life. The same way I feel about like our ducks or chickens or the deer that we eat. I know that they've lived a great life, and then they get to feed me. So Hoot has gourmet hot dogs now. What? Didn't they used to have hot dogs like years ago, then they got rid of them? Silent Gathering, all the way from Katy, Texas. Glad you're on here. We're great. We just tried uh, tangy ketchup Doritos, and we've been talking about food pretty much the entire evening, which isn't the worst thing. My rabbit also looks very unimpressed. She might like a Dorito. I'll have to see if she likes a Dorito after this. There's a burger joint near you that does buffalo and elk burgers. That's pretty cool. There's a place in Memphis, Tennessee that if you have ever been to Memphis or hold on, let me rephrase that. If you ever go to Memphis, there's a place on Main Street that is absolutely worth checking out. It's a little bit expensive. I've been a couple of times now though because I never eat very expensive, but this place is absolutely worth it. It also makes you feel rich, even if you're definitely not. As far as like the service, it's incredible. It's a real fine dining experience, and they like you just don't question anything on the menu. You just order it and you take it exactly how the chef prepares it, and it will change your life. It's called Flight. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's any sort of chain. I think it's unique to Memphis, and I'm pretty sure that the last time I was there, they said they were opening a country like soul food kitchen too somewhere in Memphis. So I need to find out if that's still a thing because the last time I went was 2020. But yeah, it's called Flight. It's so good, and they do like flights of food. So it's like 2 ounces of meat, a side, and a vegetable with each plate. And you order in three, so you can mix and match, or you can do like a flight of all certain types of meat. If you're into steak, they'll do like elk. Um, they do have elk, bison, and then either venison or beef, or just all sorts of different cuts. It's so good. Or you can do seafood. They also have flights of wine. They have coffee flights. They have everything. So you can just try it's three of everything. So I don't know. I had such a good time there and trying it and the desserts and everything. Plus, it's so small that you don't realize how full you're getting. But it's really good. I went there when I was working for a vodka company for the first time, and then after I went, I told my husband, I was like, "We have got to go back here." Neither one of us is really much into like food experiences. Like I don't care where I eat as long as I get the nutrients I need. So like when I travel, I'm not an exciting eater. I don't have to go to the fanciest place or the weirdest place. As long as I get my food, I'm good. Um, I don't want to say wasting your time eating because there are some places that are very much worth going to. I just want a good experience in food and to get out of there. But this place was a really good, incredible service, incredible food, all of it. Wolves and the timber companies selling thousands of acres here have totally changed hunting, so all the deer live in town for the most part. Goodness. Well, that's not good. Where I'm sorry, I might have missed where you are. We have around here there's plenty of deer in the wild, but there are so many deer in the neighborhood. I'm in a neighborhood at the moment. We've got land close by. Dixie, if you knock that over, thank you. Anyway, we have so many deer here that it's making it almost impossible for me to plant anything in the yard because they'll eat it. Also, they don't care about anything. They don't care about you. If you're walking down the road, they'll just like look at you or approach you, which is kind of nerve-wracking at times. They also kind of like they're interested in Monty. So when I walk him outside, like there's one little doe that if she sees him, she'll start coming towards him, and then he doesn't know if he's supposed to be afraid or bark, so he'll like do a little under the breath woof because he doesn't want to be loud. But yeah, it's that time of year where there should be babies around, and I am not trying to have a doe stomp us. That would be terrible. I don't want to deal with that. We've had deer come up on the porch before. We've had deer They've terrorized my plants that I have planted. It's not good. I'm pretty sure one of my neighbors hunts them, which she's technically not supposed to, but I'm not going to say anything. It's crossed my mind a few times. We at least try to scare them off, but yeah, it's pretty bad. At some point, something's going to have to give because we have so many in this small area um, that it's going to be an issue. Anyway, okay, so you're in Montana. Goodness. Yeah. I'm sure that well, I don't know. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in Montana, but I'm sure that there are a lot of changes around there. So there's a farm down here that does its own beef and pork. My favorite place to go for that, much better than supermarkets. There's okay, so the other one, it's called Lily Hill Farms. I haven't actually ordered anything from them yet, but I have something in my cart ready to press order. Their prices seem pretty reasonable as far as what you're getting. And I was just going to do like a sampler, so it had a little bit of everything in it. But I'm excited to try their stuff too. They are south of me. So I think if you take like 85 down from Atlanta, they're close. They're somewhere in between Atlanta and Columbus. But yeah, so a couple of good local options for beef around here, and then obviously venison is local for us too. Um, that's something that I'm hoping to do in the next few years. Not at this house, but when we do eventually move from here, where my husband and I are looking for more land and a place that we can kind of build into what we want to stay in. And that would include a place for me to actually process our own meat. I don't want to deal with that here. I could probably figure out a spot at my parents' house to do it. But yeah. One solution to mini deer flamethrowers. I'm telling you, I don't think these deer would care. Not the ones in my neighborhood. They literally aren't afraid of anything. Place on 75 close to you for Scythe. Oh, you'll have to give me the name of that one. Cooked and ready to eat. What are y'all doing? What's going on? What's cooked? So, Josiah, when I travel, I like if I'm let me figure out how to say this best. I definitely enjoy trying local spots, especially if somebody recommends it. But if it's just me, like sometimes I'll just pack food with me and just eat in my room so I can just eat quick and get it over with. But if I go to South Carolina and I'm driving through Anderson, I'm gonna have to stop and get barbecue at a place local to there. And if I go to Reelfoot Lake, then there is Buckner's no, not that's here. Buckner's is here. Why can't I remember the name of the Reelfoot Lake place? Anyway, there's a catfish place that you gotta stop at, and I think it's Lambert's that we'll probably go to where they throw rolls at you. I guarantee we will probably stop there because we don't have one of those around here. Also, it's not really local, but we don't have Perkins here. There's one I think in Savannah, but when we go to Carterville, Memphis area to see my grandparents, we always go at least one time to Perkins. Gosh, we've been talking about food this entire night. I can't believe it. Kenneth, what's up? Glad you're on here. Because we were just talking about South Carolina. Oh, I was also going to show you all these bullets. Man, okay. We need at least like 5 minutes on a different topic besides food. Somebody give me something else to ramble about and go. Do they do something in the South? Because if you get too many deer here, you can get permits. So, they do something. I'm not exactly sure how that works around here, Philip. I know they were talking about it in a city, one of the smaller cities around me. But I think they were hiring like a private group to come in and remove them in some certain way. I don't know. It was printed in the paper. This has been a couple of years ago now, but all the moms around there were really angry about it. And truth be told, they need to get the deer out of there anyway because they actually had video of the deer stomping people's dogs and like chasing people down the street. It was getting pretty ridiculous. And that's what I'm kind of afraid is going to happen around here. There is also one gigantic buck in my neighborhood. I haven't seen them yet this year. Obviously, they're like just starting to grow their antlers. But If I can get him on a game camera, I will share him because he's a monster. He's got to have been around for a long time at this point. We have, we've got a lot of little bucks now. Usually there's like a group of three 6-point, and then a couple of 8-point, a couple of 10-point, a 12-point, and then one massive guy that I don't even know how many points he has, but I've only seen him at really random times at really random spots around here. But it's the same one for sure. Love Buckners, me too. Okay, 303. Thank you for helping me remember what we were talking about. So, 303. We were test firing the Bren with, this is 30-06. Snuck in there. It didn't sneak in the mag, but I was shooting both of them, so all the brass is mixed together. Anyway. I'm missing 4. And a piece of hair. Philip, I believe that. Those deer are a lot bigger than ours too. Okay, so 303 cases. These ones look great. But then we had this one happen. You can just tell me what's wrong with this, right? I wish I could had a place to sit them. Anyway, so the next round went in, and would you look at what stuck right there? I am very, very glad that this came out and didn't get stuck down the barrel and didn't stop the bullet in the barrel or expand the bullet in any way, or expand the barrel in any way. Could have been a lot worse. Gun is fine, barrel is fine, but that's always nerve-wracking, right? Especially with full auto. So I just kept these because they're interesting. Also, you can see, I think this is interesting too. I don't know if you can see how hard the firing pin hits these. It makes like almost a rectangle shape. Yeah, so that happened. We were just testing. We got a batch of mags that we were testing out on one of the Brens. And luckily it stopped, and then we quickly realized why. But glad it did. Glad it's not stuck. That could have been bad. I've been sitting here with this bag of Doritos just open with this thing of ketchup in front of me, and I am getting tempted, so I'm just going to toss that over here. That's where my garbage is. But yeah, anyway, so anything else we want to cover before I call it a night here? I still can't believe that I was actually on time. I don't know where we take the money or where we've been pooling that, but somebody won big tonight. Monty, is that you? Come here. I called you up here like 20 minutes ago to try a Dorito. Do you want a taste test? Come here. Sit. Sit. All right, Mont, this is an original. He has not had very much people food, but I will let him do this because I told him earlier I would. All right, Mont. This is a ketchup flavored one. Are you excited? Are you excited? Speak. 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 No, speak loud. Don't whisper. Speak. 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 Speak, Monty. Speak. Good boy. There you go. Sometimes he likes to whisper, especially when it's late at night. Bear Creek Arsenal. I am not familiar with them. Actually, I feel like I've seen their name before, but I'm not familiar with them. Yeah, Rabbit is back there. That's her spot. I also got a couple more. Dixie's been doing her own thing, and I guess ordered herself some more goat guns, so we've got to put those together. Monty, which one did you like better? The original? You just nosed the bag, so I think you like the original better. $300 ARs, Bear Creek. I don't know who they are. The gun bunny is making sure Monty behaves himself in my office. He likes to pick through things. You're not getting more. You're not getting any more. That's all. You can see him peeking. When will Rapidfire calendar and merch drop? Great question. As soon as I get a website up and running. Ramble idea: are T-Rexes regulated by the NFA? I'm sure they would be if they could be. Fun story on that. So I have obviously watched Jurassic Park probably 1,000,002 times, and I know the entire movie inside and out and can pretty much quote the entire thing, but I never read the book, so I have been listening to the book on audiobook. Which is really interesting because it's nothing like the actual movie. As far as like, I don't know, has anybody else read the book and seen the movie, or just read the book? Well, probably read the book and seen the movie would be the best to compare. But yeah, if they could, then they should, or not should. If they could, they would regulate T-Rexes in some capacity. I don't know if the NFA would be the ones that do it, but we need to make as many as possible before they pass a bill capping out. What's going on? Why am I lost? A satin show rabbit when you were a kid? That's so cool. I've been looking at bunnies recently. I will probably wait a little bit longer before I get another one. But I've been looking at them because Dixie's lonely, and she actually loves Monty now. It's kind of cute how much they like each other. But Monty's so big. He's like, last week he was 65.5 pounds. Oh, the amount of T-Rexes. Sorry, I got all over the place here. Anyway, he's just really big. She's like 6 pounds. He's like 65. So I let them play together, but I have to like be right in the middle of it in case he gets excited and wants to pounce, because he can't pounce on her, it would squish her. And he doesn't realize how big he is because he still thinks he's a lap dog. Michael Crichton is the bomb. It's so cool how much like actual science he brought into it. Also though, like, I don't know why every scientist or paleontologist thinks that dinosaurs are birds, but that's a whole, I could rant on that for a little while. I've got a lot of thoughts on that. Because they only talk about like the certain type that are shaped like birds, right? And I think that's probably why they're comparing them to birds, but there's a whole group of them that walk on 4 legs that are probably a lot closer to like an elephant. But anyway. Wait, did I not already answer that? When will the Rapidfire calendar and merch drop? Everyone wants a t-shirt. Okay, so I have t-shirts, right? They're on ballisticink.com, but I'm getting them revamped and they're going to be on. No, you're good. I might have messed it up. I also think I got distracted by a dog and a rabbit and somebody else's question. So Chad's helping me with the website. I'm going to get that up and running. And then I have like 3 or 4 shirt ideas. If there's anything y'all think would be cool too, or y'all want to see happen, like, please let me know. Because I obviously don't want to make merch that nobody wants. Calendar is in the works. I actually have a shoot scheduled for my Patreon, which I've been terribly inactive on, and I appreciate everybody that has supported me through there, even when I have not been very active. There are several of you that have stuck around, and I really appreciate it because I couldn't do any of this without y'all, especially for some of the videos I've done where I accidentally bought like 300 peeps, or I think it's 1,500 peeps. But yeah, you know me. I spare no expense sometimes, even though I should probably be sparing expenses. I also get crazy ideas about needing to paint a zillion Easter eggs like dinosaur eggs. It makes no sense to anybody except me because my head's weird. But yeah, so hopefully the website will be up before the end of the year. If so, there should be a calendar on there. If not, I'll do a calendar a different way, where it's not through a website. I'll just do it through PayPal again or something. But yeah, if there's anything specific that you want to see, I would love to make it happen. I will have the Rapidfire Rachel riding a T-Rex with a Thompson on a shirt, similar to It'll be similar to this patch. I still have a few of these. Similar to this patch, but I'm getting them revamped so that the black backing on it doesn't bleed through the front. These are my original patches. Monty, I'm not giving out Doritos anymore. The dog came back in for more. And then I will be doing, I'm going to do another run of these. I might actually do this on a shirt too, but just get the name removed. So it's just Rachel Redding T-Rex because I think it's a cool graphic. What do you think, Mont? You think it's cool? You think that's cool? You think that's not a Dorito? But yeah, y'all let me know if there's anything else you want to see. I think this is like the coolest patch ever because they actually pulled it from a picture. Yeah, they did a pretty good job on this. I also have a few more ideas of ones with Triceratops and maybe a Stegosaurus, and I don't know what else we'll do, but there will be a few more. There's another T-Rex one I want to do, and then a couple without, maybe a few without dinosaurs in them. Isn't that crazy, Mont? Man, you found out I had food and now you're sticking to me, huh? I like how you can see his eyes poke over the bottom of the screen. Okay, well, anyway, Rachel, can you tell me who did your work to convert? Oh shoot. I'm pretty sure. Let me go back and check, but I'm pretty sure that we had Ray at Moss Pond, or Ray and Ryan at the time. The Moss Pond team. I'm pretty sure they're the ones that did that. I have one and I want to have that done. I'll double check and find out if it was them. And I will let you know. I can text Ray tomorrow. But yeah, we like that. That was a really cool project. Oh, I accidentally messed that up. Anyway, was there anything else y'all want to cover really quick before we call it a night? Because it's about that time, guys. Real quick, so next event is GunCon next weekend. Between now and then, we've got Father's Day. So I already let you know that we're postponing Father's Day at my house because my parents have an anniversary this weekend, which will be nice. But I'm very much looking forward to any of the fathers out there that are watching this to hear what your kids do for you and what all you'll get into this weekend, because I hope that it's a really great time for everyone to have with their dads. I will be back in Texas at some point. I am there at least once a year, I feel like. And other than that, yeah, Iowa next. There is Catfish in my future and flying rolls at Lambert's. And a beeper going off in the background of my house. Anyway, all right, I hope you all have a great night. And remember, buy original nacho cheese Doritos and not the ketchup flavored Doritos. If you want a real experience, nacho cheese Doritos dipped in ketchup. It's the best thing ever. Ketchup ones are a close second if you like tangy and a little bit of spice. And yeah, we'll talk next week. I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah, everybody have a great night, and I will talk to y'all next week. Colton, don't apologize. I'm very glad I got to try these, but they did kind of shock me. I will probably end up eating more of them, but we'll see. Garrett, I didn't say hello to you, but glad you're on here. Yep, that's it. Okay, I'm really going to go this time. Good night, guys. We'll see you next week if I can make it on time 2 weeks in a row. That's probably a safe bet that I won't, but we'll try.